Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, at one point there were few names more recognisable in world football than Mario Götze. He struggled since then in many ways, but I'm a believer that class is permanent, and especially with him.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Played back in. Real chance! Goal! Eintracht Frankfurt! And it's Eintracht Frankfurt who take the lead. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he's forced to go back. Nagatomo. Now Saliba. Bastoni. Now Saliba. Kaká. Now it's Lewandowski. And he's worked it through. He has a look up. And it's Rijkaard. Knauf proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Knauf touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played. Mario Götze really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Knauf. And the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Out towards the flank. Very nicely done. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
It's a searching pass. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Played out wide. Opts for safety. Sakiri. Eintracht Frankfurt upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly.
He's one-on-one. There's the shot! And it's in! And just like that, he hits 50. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Kaká. Mario Götze. Now it's Knauf. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nagatomo. Kamavinga. Nagatomo. Turns back here, probably the best option. And Bastoni. Now it's Torres. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Knauf. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Torres. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's gone for goal! Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Now that looks a decent ball. He's being urged to shoot.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nagatomo. Sakiri. Now it's Torres. Nice sequence of passes, this. Duan. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Sakiri. Knocks it into space. Mario Götze. He's had a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
He's had it taken off him. Sakiri. And there is the half-time whistle. Portugal come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Portugal head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Nice looking ball. Christensen. It's Knauf. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Azar. It's Azar! Just sails past the upright.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away at all.
Christensen. Now it's Doan. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Over to the left. Kaká. Torres could try cutting inside here. That's a decent clearance. That's an imaginative pass. That'll be a corner. And he's there to clear it. Chance for a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Crossed into the box. Cleared without hesitation. Torres! That is decidedly lacking. Eintracht Frankfurt can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Sakiri. Nagatomo does well to get it back. Lewandowski, can he finish? Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Camavinga chooses to go back. Now who's going to be first to this? Knocks it back. Saliba. Nicely shaped ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Nagatomo with the short one. Takes a shot! Eintracht Frankfurt have the chance to go the other way. Saliba. Kaka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Rijkaard. And it's Kaka. Kaka was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's been shifted off it. Searching pass he's played there. And the shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Time for a change in personnel.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Azar. Nagatomo is always looking to play quality balls.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Sakiri. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Camavinga, driving forward, that's beautifully weighted. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Rijkaard. Oh, good spread. Nagatomo has it in a wide position. Rijkaard. This looks promising. Opts to... Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Now this could be a chance. Lewandowski! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And it's Pedri. Lewandowski.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he goes cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Sakiri, spread out to the left. Chouameni. Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Now it's Kaka. Has crossed into the middle. Christensen is there, and he can get that clear. That'll be a throw. Portugal making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Christensen. That's Koch. And we're done. Portugal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. And this is Perez. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Buchanan. He's through, now is he in? Great defending, strong and determined. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I think being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful pass 40, 50, 60 yards.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. He's shifting through the gears here. Torres in acres of space out wide. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Buchanan. First quarter of an hour gone. Bastoni gets a foot in here. That's a good run down the left.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And here's Torres. Camavinga. Kaká. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Gerard Moreno, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his... And the finish! And that has been cleared. Early ball. Cleared away. Lewandowski finds himself offside. Chouameni. Now Saliba. Pedraza. He's had it taken off him. Nagatomo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's quick to get it clear again. There's the delivery. And that has been cleared. And it's Nagatomo. Now he's got space here. Foyt attempts a clearance. Stood up well to him there. And this is Torres. The ball has bounced loose now. Chouameni. Oh, that was vital. Danger averted for now. Gerard Moreno did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And here's Lewandowski. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's picked his way through. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Lewandowski. We've got 5 minutes till half-time.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the shot! Spectacular save! Not the most accurate pass. And it's Camavinga. Nice control. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gay. Perez. He's in plenty of space here. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Lewandowski proves just a little bit too strong. Nagatomo, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now there's a fine ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Looking for options for movement. And he's onside. Showing good feet. Gay. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Takes a shot! It's there! The breakthrough arrives at last! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Villarreal have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Azar. 60 minutes played. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Back into the middle. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Villarreal deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. And that should get the job done. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. He's having a go! Couple of changes then in quick succession. Gerard Moreno being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Rijkaard. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Half an hour gone in the second half.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Nagatomo. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Torres. Gay. Turns back here, probably the best option. Foyt. Portugal are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Now it's Kaká. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gay, who's set up one goal so far. 5 minutes left on the clock. Villarreal finding their passes. Threads one in. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Lewandowski. Kaká. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Buchanan. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played out wide. Kaká simply refused to be outdone there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that will be it. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today. It's just that one crucial second.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I really like the look of this guy, Foden, who to me is a player who has a bit of everything. An eye for goal, quick feet, great vision, and a willingness to take on his defensive duties when required. Although he's probably best deployed out on the right, where his best attacks seem to emanate.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Bullish header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
He won't be happy with that one. Doku. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Foden. Nicely spread. Bernardo Silva. Knocks it into space. Now this could be a chance. Matches Nunes. Gets into some space. Tries a shot! And again the keeper stands strong.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Saliba getting this one clear. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Doku. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this, plenty of shoots! He's delivered all right! First blood drawn. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now it's Haaland.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And now the breakaway. Now it's Lewandowski. Ah, looks a smashing ball. Out to the left it goes. Delivered across. And he's taking no chances there. Reinders. Goes for a shot! They've done it! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Well, there was to be no other outcome.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Oh, perfectly measured that. He's picked his way through. Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Nagatomo.
That's good play from him.
Oh, it's played into the area. Foden. Here's Doku. Hazard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's found a way through. Lewandowski. Matheus Nunes. Bernardo Silva. And it's Nunez. Foden. That's a super give and go. Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He has found the way through. That has been slung wide. Hazard engages and forces him off the ball. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we are back on the way. Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Haaland. Haaland! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's going to be a booking. Rijkaard looking to penetrate opposition lines. And this is Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Oh, it's come off the upright. Goal! Portugal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Portugal get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Vardiol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ruben Dias. Nico Gonzalez. Reinders. Some really good ball movement. Nice sequence of passes, this. And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book. Foden. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated? Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he latch on to this? And he's managed to get free. Camavinga with the foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. spread it left. Fernando Torres. Gonzalez, who's set up one goal so far. Haaland. And that is a little undercooked. Azar, quality ball. Camavinga. And he's away. He's through, it's one-on-one. Driving forward. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, that's Haaland! And yes, it's there! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So all square, and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Nicely weighted ball. Camavinga looking to hit the byline here. And it's Kaka. Rijkaard. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, important interception.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Looking for the run. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that's shapes to shoot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Vardiol. Portugal have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. A probing pass. O'Reilly receives it in a wide position. Tries to play it through. Now it's Mbappe. Pedri. Oh, that's a key interception. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And here's Haaland. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Rijkaard has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off. Distributed tidily. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Deftly away. Can he get it through?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
He's in plenty of space here. In with the challenge. Lewandowski is onto it in a flash. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. And the finish! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Portugal take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit...
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Portugal have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect. Portugal get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and a playmaker combined.
It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for the run.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Out for a throw. Oh, that's well spotted. Kaka. Can he get on the end of this? There's the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Raul. Oh, no joy this time. Pinches it off him. Rijkaard. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And he's intervened well there. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Played back in. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It's a promising position. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Aimed beyond the defence. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a searching pass, and he shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Well, that has not gone well. Raul. Yamal. Kukçu. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Raul. Yamal. He came in hard, very hard. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that's too far for anyone. Van Basten. Now Eder Militao. He won't be happy with that one. Raul tries a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Raul clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Van der Ven tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Van Basten. Not the most accurate pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he's managed to gift it back. Conte. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Has a look and plays it forward. Raul. Nicely spread. And he's there to get it away. Corner number 2 then. It's a throw-in. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Kimmich is eyeing up his options in the middle. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Oh, what a climb! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That's a sharp pass. No way through. Roll. Roll! In towards the back stick.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Azar. Tries to play it through. He's having a shot! Oh, in for the pieces!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Van Basten. Kaka. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. That's beautifully weighted. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Portugal are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, nicely intercepted. Passing nice and neat. Kukcu. Van Basten in the hunt and looking threatening. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now that's well seen too. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
A probing pass. He's had a shot! Kaka. And now the breakaway. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Played into space. And no, that was never going to make it. Kaka. Portugal are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Bastoni, that has ended up in no man's land, and that has left him in a heap. Yamal, lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Portugal finding their passes. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Nagatomo. That'll be a throw-in. Back in once more. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Played out wide. That's a cute ball. Flecken claims comfortably. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He is through here. Oh, what? Can he finish? Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And here's Van Basten. Shoots! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Nagatomo plays it short. And that has been clubbed away. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And this is Van Basten. And that has been cut short. And they can counter here. Nagatomo spots it and intercepts. Great vision. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Lewandowski, and the keeper's got it again. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. No, he's not getting any further than that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's got away, pings in across. Oh, he's been caught napping! And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Pass somewhat off target. Nagatomo cuts it out. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. And that has been slung wide. And this is Ronaldo. And the finish! And he has kept it out somehow.
Van Basten is offering a wry smile there.
This their second corner of the game. Nagatomo with the short one. And he whips it in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice looking ball. Well read, nice interception. And he's managed to get free. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Tries to play it through. Musiala! Oh, that's a fine interception.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, that has not gone well. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's on it, can he get away? Foden. This looks promising. Decent chance! It's in! First blood drawn. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Conte. Koundé. Koundé carries the ball down the right. Timber spots it and intercepts. Rijkaard. Pacho. And it's Kaká. Saliba.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Van Basten. Foden just eases him off the ball. Kaká looking for the run. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, denied brilliantly.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Portugal with the corner. They're first. Looking to go deep. And now they can clear their lines. And it's Van Basten. Can he finish? And that was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Portugal are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Can he get on the end of this? Musiala. Looking for options for movement. Van Basten. Van Basten. And it's Conte. Opts for safety. Nagatomo. Well read, nice interception. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That's an imaginative pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. Pacho calmly anticipates. Pass somewhat off target. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, that's clever. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Foden. That ball looks a good one. He has found the way through. Shapes to shoot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Nicely aimed pass. Not the most accurate pass. And they've been given a corner. Portugal have their second corner now. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Kukçu. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's straight offside. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Portugal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Cristiano Ronaldo did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Rafinha. That is ended up in no man's land. Conte. Kaká. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Conte. Kukçu. And it's Van Basten. Good running, strong and It's Van Basten! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Cross to the back post. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Bellingham. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Saliba cuts it out. Foden. Searching pass he's played there. Nagatomo. Played into space. Good ball, good take. He's found the... and a chance! Ruben Neves. Rafinha does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And that pass just didn't quite work. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Big chance! It's a goal! Portugal are level. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Portugal grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Mbappe is onto this, and he was alert to it. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ruben Neves. Nagatomo. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Swings in across. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Tries to pass it through. Kaká receives it in a good position. Chance! He will be livid with himself.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Ruben Neves, the ultimate schemer, the supplier-in-chief. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Ruben Neves. Now that looks a decent ball. He's picked his way through. Nagatomo wins the duel this time. Nagatomo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Musiala in acres of space out wide. Now it's Musiala. Corner number 3 coming up.
Número 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Número 17, número 21. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 20, Hazard. Número 11.
Chance! Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Portugal get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Hazard. There's the crossfield ball. And this is Van Basten.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Ambitious ball here. They've got a corner here. Portugal making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Portugal are looking to go forward now. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Rijkaard cuts out the pass.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Quick look, then plays it in. Nice interception, well timed. Alvarez. It's Bernardo Silva.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes.
They'll want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Face to face with the keeper. Shot, surely! He's got a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought...
And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Hazard voted man of the match and... Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a good run, that. Great timing. Emerson Royale is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think his teammates will be hoping that he can use his searing pace to good effect. If he can get in behind the opposition on a regular basis, crosses, chances and goals are bound to follow. He could be a real asset for this team.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good pressure, determined, intense. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Passing is crisp and sharp. So much time and space here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Opts for safety. Goes looking wide. Nicely weighted ball. He's got away. In it comes. Keeper has taken decisive action. Saul tries to clear. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Tries to play it through. And the finish! Caught offside that time. Knocks it into space. That is lovely. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense, and he's quick to get it clear again. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Almost half an hour in now. Played out to the left flank. Gets into some space. Very nicely done. Now the delivery. Jorginho deals with that comfortably. Now it's Bruno Henrique. Now it's De Arrascaeta. Saul. Now it's Bruno Henrique. There's no flag! And it's played into the middle. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Over to the left. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And he's picked it up out wide. De Arrascaeta. Jorginho. Oh, good read. He is through here. Plenty to aim at here. Great chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. They've played it short. And he lines up. Oh, smashing header! That was superb goalkeeping.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Has a look and plays it forward. De Arrascaeta.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half, and a lot more intent.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Los jugadores están entrando al campo de juego.
And the second half gets underway.
Flamengo really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
And claimed it back swiftly. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the...
He's got tall. He's scored. And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Strong running down that left flank. And he's whipped it across. Brilliantly cut out. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. And it's played in. There's the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Can he get on the end of this? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
He's tried one! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Well, that has not gone well. De la Cruz. Now it's Bruno Enrique.
Flamengo really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Played out wide. Crosses it in here. Oh, and the shot! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Threads one in. Oh, well played, well played.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Spread neatly. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Played back in. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Header comes in! Harmlessly behind. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Flamengo really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
He's in a great position here. Now the ball in. It's a mighty effort! Dispatched clinically. And what a climax we have here! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Flamengo give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot. Flamengo really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Jorginho has given away a free kick. Oh, he's taken it. Pulgar. The final seconds now. Now it's Jorginho. Lino. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that will be the final act. Flamengo are beaten and they are out. So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. Saul. Gets a good foot in there. Foot in. De Arrascaeta. That's a little off target. Saul. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Pinches it off him. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing. Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Jorginho. Nice looking ball. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
No, he's had it taken off him. Emerson Royale did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tries to pass it through. Played into the box. Jorginho defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Tries to play it through. And it's Saul. Heading backwards. 30 minutes gone. Done delicately. And they've got rid. And reclaimed it in a trice. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He is through here! And he was quick to react. Flamengo do have a chance to counter here. Now it's De Arrascaeta. That's an imaginative pass. He's having a go! Too close for comfort. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
The worst choice he could pick. He needed to get his head up and see the outlet to his right.
Jorginho. Out towards the flank. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Flamengo clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. No, that's been intercepted. Saul. De la Cruz. And it's Saul. No, he's just misjudged that one. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. He's on it, can he get away? Crossed into the middle.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Played into space. Oh, that's a key interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet. He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Flamengo choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. That is good strength. Nice physical challenge. Flamengo still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, nice touch. Played out wide. Played it early. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Pass is just off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That's a good run down the left. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Nicely shaped ball. It's out for a goal kick. Flamengo are repeatedly frustrated here in the face of this rearguard. Time is getting away from them. Short changes him with that pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Nice sequence of passes, this. And it's made its way to him.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's got away, and he shoots! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Can he spark a counter here?
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Saul. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, good taken. And the shot! Yes, he's done it! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the first goal of the game. De Arrascaeta. Here's Saul. And it's Saul. Played out towards the right wing. Opts for safety.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's worked it through. Now it's Bruno Enrique. And he's on his way! Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And we're off for the final time. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has been slung wide.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Time is running out here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Knocks it out wide, and that's very disappointing, it has to be said. He has a look up. Looking for options for movement, and he's gone. Soul! Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
I'm sure some will disagree with me, but this is all about good ball retention now.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation.
And that's that. Defeated, dejected, deflated. The ultimate disappointment. Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
De la Cruz. Now, what about a counter-attack? And that's going right the way across. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. De la Cruz.
Bruno Henrique really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's very neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. A few interesting forays forward, but so far they haven't amounted to much. Saul. He won't be happy with that one.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Over to the left. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. De la Cruz. Good read, needed to be. Played out to the right. He's in plenty of space here. Emerson Royal deals with that comfortably. And that's really well manoeuvred. In again. And reclaimed it in a trice. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
That's the throw. Now he's off and running. De Arrascaeta. And it's Jorginho. And he shoots! And he's there to belt it away. Spread neatly. Nice control. He slings it, and the finish! Crossbar comes to the rescue. De Arrascaeta gets good distance on it. De Arrascaeta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's been shifted off it. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Strokes it back. In with the challenge. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Well, that has not gone well. De la Cruz. De Arrascaeta. Spread out to the left. And that's aimed into the middle. Crossed in once more. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. This looks promising. And a chance!
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
De la Cruz.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now who's going to be first to this? And the half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. This is the time you need that pace.
And he's intervened well there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Pass is just off target. And he's heaved it away. De la Cruz.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Played through for him. Thinks about the shot. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And that has been cleared. Looking for options for movement. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. Looking for the run. And that has been slung wide. Hoisted in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. De Arrascaeta under intense pressure.
Well, to be honest, Peter, he has dictated much of the play. Better late than never in trying to stop him. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Emerson Royal is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
De la Cruz. Now it's Bruno Henrique. Flamengo have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And it's come back to the keeper. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's a key interception. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now that looks a decent ball. Gets his head on it! Chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he has another go! He's scored! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So the first goal of the game.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
And he's there to clear it.
Flamengo really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Flamengo have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Played out wide. That'll be a throw. Flamengo making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Lino is the guilty party there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Flamengo are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Moments left, barely that, to avoid a shock defeat now. Played back. Cleared away.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Flamengo are down to 10 men. Jorginho proves too strong. Jorginho puts his foot on the gas. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. We are into overtime. And it's Emerson Royal. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Flamengo are beaten. Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. Played out wide. He's found a way through. Defending of the desperate variety. Pass is just off target. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Jorginho, the kind of player that can pass a team to death. At first, a lot of his passes seem a little safe and conservative, but they all serve a bigger purpose.
He's having a shot! Glorious! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Convertido en el minuto 10. Número 18.
Flamengo penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Jorginho. Flamengo leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from...
He's gone for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Flamengo with the corner. They're first. De Arrascaeta goes short. In towards the back stick. And now a sudden chance to counter. Quarter of an hour played. He's found a way past. He might be in here. Shapes to shoot. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Throw in. De Arrascaeta succumbs to the pressure. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Flamengo finding their passes. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, he's burst through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Lino. De la Cruz. Ball here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's shifting through the gears here. Does well to stand firm and defend it. They've played it short. And surely now! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Spread out to the left. De Arrascaeta producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Played back.
Flamengo can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And the counter is on. Wriggles his way through. Oh, a delicate chip through. Pass somewhat off target. Jorginho. Now it's De Arrascaeta. Emerson Royal. No outsmarting him this time. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. De la Cruz. Well timed, excellent interception. Great defending, strong and determined. Strong running down that left flank. De Arrascaeta. That's De la Cruz. And it's Lino. Jorginho has a shot! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. So the team's still separated by 1 goal, but it should be very different.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Flamengo are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Flamengo really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. It's played through for him. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Jorginho. No, that's been intercepted. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now that looks a decent... He's having a go! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Yellow or red? It is red. Flamengo are down to 10 men. Flamengo just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. And no, that was never going to make it. Spread it left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is...
And can he finish it? They've done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
Well, what about it? Extraordinarily, they have been denied as late and as dramatically as can be. Looking to play him in. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. De Arrascaeta is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Spread neatly. De Arrascaeta. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Played backwards here.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
He's in a great position here. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, it's a great ball here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And he's intervened well there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's been cut out, well played. This is intriguing. Next goal, critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Now it's De Arrascaeta. Emerson Royal. De Arrascaeta. Some really good ball movement. More and more pressure on the ball here. That's a good run down the left. No, it's come to nothing.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Flamengo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Has a look and plays it forward. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. Oh, nicely intercepted. Crosses it in. There's the shot! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example.
Decent chance! Vigna. And it's Lino. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Aimed beyond the defence. Lino. Now, can they get him away? He's in space and looking for options. Jorginho. Good read, needed to be. Oh, can he get onto this? Look at the space here. Half-time, extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Emerson Royal charging forward down that flank. Goes looking wide. There they go, hunting in packs. Lovely pass, but can... And the shot! And that would have won it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Flamengo have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Looking to go deep. He gets big! Oh, that was no routine save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Flamengo are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Great vision. Now that's well seen too. It's gone out for a throw-in. Passes coming off in quick succession here. So this is it. We're on the verge of witnessing a major shock. That's a throw. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's going for goal! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Out to the left it goes. Tries to pass it through. Stood up well to him there.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's picked his way through. Cross to the back post. Oh, he's seen that. And he's had a hit! And with that, the final whistle. Flamengo are beaten. So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And he's gone looking for safety. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. He's shifting through the gears here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a lovely, neat pass. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. The pass has gone astray. Threads one in. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Saul. His brilliant technical ability and eye of the needle passing can make a big difference to this team. He's got a wonderful engine too, and seems to always get himself involved in the thick of the action at both ends of the pitch.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And he's played it back. De Arrascaeta. Played out to the left flank. Now this could be a chance. And he's had a hit! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Tries to get it clear. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Flamengo have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Saul.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's De Arrascaeta. And it's Saul. Flamengo looking to pass their way through. Steaming on goalwards. The ball has bounced loose now. Played out towards the right wing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Saul. Look at the space here. Oh, shooting chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Gets a good foot in there. Saul. That's good running with the ball. De La Cruz! And that has fair fizzed.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. De Arrascaeta to Jorginho. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Emerson. Saul. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Driving forward.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Looking to play him in. Oh, played through for the wide man. Now, can he find a finish? Gets into some space. Swept in. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Flamengo have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, that's a key interception. Great vision. Can he get onto this? He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Jorginho. Saul. De la Cruz. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's managed to get free. Oh, great chance! It's in! The second half sparks straight into life. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Oh, given away. And the shot! There's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Flamengo grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Who saw this coming? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. He has found the way through. Foot in. That's a throw. Chance! He scores! Into the lead once more. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? De Arrascaeta being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he needed subduing, and it was never going to be soft and gentle, so this could get ugly against him here.
Saul. Flamengo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, that takes a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Now it's De Arrascaeta. Now there's a fine ball. And it's Saul.
Flamengo really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That is good alertness. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Played out wide. Back into the middle. Emerson Royal looking to hit the byline here. And a chance! Oh, crossbar! So close to drawing level.
Well, the reaction from his teammates says it all, Peter. They simply expected better.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Flamengo are making a change now. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Moments left, barely that, to avoid a shock defeat now. No, he's not getting any further than that.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Saul.
Se van a jugar 4 minutos de compensación.
Nicely weighted ball. A lot chance, surely! It's a goal! They have stolen level at the last!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Número 16.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Now, can they get him away? That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a brief breather and then extra time. Well, we are already up and running again. Flamengo displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Hangs in a cross. Everton. Now it's Lino. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ball driven towards the far post. That's going to go a long way. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Saul has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. And he's whipped it across. Ah, that's a fine interception. Looking for the run. This looks promising. Cross needs to be good. There's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Looking for options for movement. Emerson. Jorginho. Pass somewhat off target. Can he get it through? And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Extra time reaches half-time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? And he's picked it up out wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, well played, well played. It is a corner. They've played it short, and he lines up a cross. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's certainly onside here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
So after 2 long hours, it comes down to nerve, to technique under pressure, to penalties. And he's found the net.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Lino next in line, and here he is. He's put it wide. This to double their advantage. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
Jorginho is the second man to step up for his team. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
He just did what he was asked.
The third man in the queue.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
That's a good penalty.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. It's in, too smart for the keeper.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Oh, he's hit the upright.
Well, I think he's overestimated the keeper's reach then.
Calmly, he puts the ball down on the spot. Can the goalkeeper come up with a moment? Oh, he saved it!
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
He must, but can he? No! Saved it! And their fate is sealed. So that is it, the end of the road. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what...